The beef between 50 Cent and Big Meech is officially on. Snitch accusations, corrupt federal officers, murder charges. You would think it was a movie, but it's not. When Big Meech appeared in a video with 50 Cent's longtime rival Rick Ross, the internet knew 50 wouldn't hesitate to respond. The same way he did when Southwest T, co-founder of BMF, did the same exact thing not too long ago. And because of this, 50 is looking to do more than respond. It seems like he's looking to end the name and credibility of Big Meech and possibly all of BMF. 50 Cent decided to respond with an Instagram post hinting at the idea of a documentary focusing on a woman named Tammy Cohen's. You may not know who Tammy Cohen's is, but she's definitely an important figure in all of this. She's CEO of BMF Entertainment, Big Meech's company. She had power of attorney for Big Meech when he was in jail, and she's one of the executive producers of the BMF series on Star. So here's where it gets crazy, because Tammy has been accused of working with Big Meech to set up other members of BMF to get his sentence reduced. So it seems to me that 50 Cent is setting up to do an expose documentary on how Big Meech set up other members of BMF to get out of jail early. But how is that possible? Because technically, Big Meech served his entire sentence. Well, let me explain. There's a man named Dion Cuffy Gatlin. He's the former head of the St. Louis chapter of BMF and a crucial member of the team. He's currently serving a 27-year sentence for 2 murders and drug trafficking. He claims that Big Meech is the reason he's behind bars. Cuffy and Meech's relationship go back to the 90s. At one point, Cuffy paid $250,000 for rights to the BMF entertainment arm. That's movies, that's television, and all of that. That's when Cuffy and 50 Cent's relationship started. So the question is, where did everything go wrong? Well, Cuffy claims Meech introduced him to Tammy Cohen's, who eventually convinced him to buy 100 kilos of cocaine from a source that Meech recommended. Yeah, Meech was still moving coke while he was locked up. He alleges that Tammy was an informant and Meech was aware of this, and the deal went south and he was eventually arrested. He alleges that this deal would have got Meech out of jail several years ago, but the evidence from this arrest became inadmissible in court because Tammy was having an affair with the DEA agent Keith Cromer handling the investigation. So the evidence was thrown out. And if that's true, it means that Big Meech set up his brother and didn't even get out of jail for it. Side note, Rick Ross is definitely a chess player. Even after 50 Cent made millions for Lil Meech and his family and set them up for a career in TV and film, Rick Ross was still able to slide in and make his presence known. We don't understand the ins and outs of exactly why it played out like this, but I can assure you money is at the heart of it.
So I guess it's safe to say that we won't be getting any more BMF episodes on Stars soon. So of course you saw that Big Meech took a picture with Rick Ross, and 50 Cent being 50 Cent. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all know you can't do that to 50 Cent. Like 50 take all his beefs personal. You feel me? He's still beefing with Ja Rule all these years later. And anybody that associates with anybody that he don't like or he don't agree with, you gotta expect something like this happening. But for him to be working on a documentary that is literally, from what bruh said, is pretty much gonna expose the whole BMF Big Meech organization, man, it's just it's crazy because I actually like the show. You feel me? And, you know, I also felt like 50 did a real thing by even, you know what I'm saying, taking the show on and putting a little Meech on, let him act. But you know, when 50 starts something, man, he gonna finish it. Think about this, right? You remember when he was going back and forth with Young Buck? I think he's still suing Young Buck, or like he's like taking his publishing, something crazy like that, to where Young Buck had to like file for bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? And you know how 50 is. He's not gonna stop, man. If he get his feelings hurt in any situation, he gonna see it to the end. Now, as far as what's happening with Meech, right now, I'm gonna take all of this as allegations, but it would be crazy if all of this, you know, comes out to be true, because how would this affect his reputation? Y'all know how street codes go. I'm not a street dude, so I don't even really care about all the street codes, but, you know, will people still care? You feel me? Like, I feel like people love Meech. I feel like people love Lil Meech. People love BMF. I feel like it's a lot of love for them. Like, would people even care? Or would people side with 50 and be like, nah, we ain't rocking with this? But yeah, man, it's the Kid Ríez. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all be safe, stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.